Hello guys, so today I thought I should do a quick video about my trip to Nigeria. So this is for people who are in diaspora and have to travel home, and because you have to travel home you're worried for security for whatever reasons. This video is for you, so just stay tuned and let's get right into it. So you know we are all afraid of going home because you're worried about security, things and that. My friend called me and said, Ada, I'm getting married. We're opening up 2nd of January. We're going down to Owo. And I was like, Owo, is Owo even that safe with Owo and the crisis, all that massacre stuff? You're like, well, Owo is safe for now. We've not had any bad news. I'm like, okay. Besides, it's been 2 years since I went home and I've been looking forward to going home, so it was the best opportunity to go home. So it was like using one stone to kill two birds, basically. So I called up my husband. I'm like, I'm going for my friend's wedding. He's like, yeah, come. You're going with your daughter, right? Because, you can't work and hold the baby. So I'm like, yeah, she's just going to go home for the first time. She's going to see everyone. I was excited. So I told my mom, I told my in-laws, and my father-in-law was like, no, scary, it's this one, security, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, that's calm, I understand. My mom too was all worried, and she was like, how is it safe, is it worth it, and all that. And I could understand that. Yeah, they were really 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 worried, and prayed. My sister was having different bad dreams, kidnapping and different things. And all these things are happening because everybody's worried for their own people. They're worried for their kids. They're worried for their children. Nobody wants to bury their own. And it's sad. It's what it is. It's sad that you have to think of going home and then a million scare in your head. I don't think when I'm picking up vacation spot to some countries, I have to worry about if I'm going to die, if I'm going to be robbed or anything. Do you understand? But I'm going back to my own father's land and I'm scrutinizing, checking all these things. I'm fasting, I'm praying. It makes no sense. If I'm going to Qatar, Dubai, if I'm going to US, if I'm going to Montenegro, any other country, I mean, not all countries in the world, but like countries that I'm going for vacation, I don't think of fasting. Do you understand? It's just scary. So, but I told myself, I'm like, you can't run away from home. Home is where the heart is. Like, it's Nigeria. Like, there is no better place to be than Nigeria. So why would I not have the opportunity to go home and then be worried about scare of robbery and kidnapping and all that? So like, you know what? We're just gonna do it the right way. We're gonna minimize what we're telling about our movement and just enter, do the needful, tell the people you're supposed to tell, and come back. That's basically what I did. But to my shock, I realized that Nigeria was very safe when I got there. This is not to say that Nigeria might be chaotic when you go, but it's just that I think the news is scary, and it kind of puts a whole fear that people focus on only the bad things, that we ignore the good things. Because I really thought about it even when my mom and my father-in-law's worried about why we're coming home, is of wedding. I'm like, when do you really come home? When's the best time to come home for people? Is it when you're coming to bury your friends or bury your people? Is that the only time to come home? You should be able to come home for celebration purpose, for linking up purpose, for networking, for business. You want to come home anytime you feel like coming home. Do you understand? So it was really good that I had to go home. And just in case you're wondering, I did flights and all that, I did all. I did flights, I did road movement. So I did flights to Owo, and I did flight to Abuja to Owo, then did to Akure, then went from Akure and then did road to Owo, road back to Akure, flight back to Abuja. Then I went to the east, so I did Abuja flight to Port Harcourt, road from Port Harcourt to Owerri, road from Owerri to Umuahia, road from Umuahia to Anambra, and then from Anambra to Asaba, road still. And I flew back from Asaba to Abuja. So I can tell you that it was very safe. I don't know if it's because it's festive period, so the road was busy and there was like police in every junction. I can't say for places that I didn't go to. No, that's why I'm the same place I went to. So you might not go to Imo State and say, okay, there was chaos there. Please ask questions. Before I got to Umuahia, I spoke with my in-laws. They said Umuahia is safe. They said Port Harcourt was safe. They said Anambra was safe. So I did all that. But even, there's still this news and all that. But it was really safe. There was police in every junction. I did private cars. I didn't do public cars. And when I did the public car, the guy that took me from Umuahia to Anambra, it was just me and my brother walking in. Just went straight to a place and, to the transport place. Told them he needs a charter, he needs a car, his driver is available, how much is it, and all that. Like, this were not so cheap. They were like 100k plus and all that, just in case. They're not too expensive. It's nothing expensive for your life anyway. So some of them cost, like Umuahia to Anambra was like about 100k, and we paid, and they gave us a driver there and then. So like, nobody knew the movement. It's just the driver was there then, and we picked the driver who we've never met, drove us, dropped us, car, AC, everything. It was comfortable. So some of the drivers that I used from Port Harcourt to Umuahia were drivers that my brother already knew. So we just called them, came pick us from the airport, and then did all that movement for us. People that I used from, it was a friend I used from Accra Airport or War Airport, A lot of people saw me and were like, eventually saw my status and were like, you didn't tell us you were in town, blah, blah, blah. I couldn't tell you I was in town, because one is to tell you and that one is for you to gist somebody, then somebody else will not gist somebody, then somebody is not cause problems. So, and since I was in this place for limited time, I didn't tell everybody about my movement, because it's not like I was going to see everybody anyway. You can't divide yourself. But if you are thinking about traveling, I would suggest go festive period. I think it's safe. I don't know about before festive, but festive was safe because the road was really busy. People were on the road, so I don't think anybody would try to rob or kidnap anybody during a busy road where cars are moving 247 and there's police in like every mile there's a police. Every mile there's a police stop. Either police or army, there's a stop. So it was really good to see them on the road. You just have to all change to tip them and make sure that the cars have all their papers. But outside that, the trip was simple. It was smooth. It was nice. It was convenient. Funny enough, it was really convenient. I think the only people that even actually frustrated my life was my flight from Abuja to Port Harcourt. I was like late for like at least an hour or so. But thank God, we still flew. They didn't like move it to the next day. And it was good. It was really good. These guys cancelled my flight to Green Africa, and they refunded me even before I left Niger. They refunded me, which was good. I commend them for that. And what other thing? I think that's just all on trips. If you want to travel, please think about it. Make important calls, check your movement, and then travel. Go see your people, have fun. Nigeria was fun. Oh my God, Nigeria was so much fun. I cannot even begin. And I think my daughter loved it even more. But that was just everywhere, running about, talking, shouting, wearing only diaper. I think that wearing only diaper was like everything to her because she was excited for that. It was really good to see her like mix with her own people, with her family and all that, enjoy a child who run about up and down because, it's winter here, so she doesn't have that luxury. She can run up and down in the house, but I think childcare abroad is even more, it's more difficult, not just because you can't go outside or it's lonely, but because it's just you. Like, if my daughter had to run up and down all through Nigeria, it was not me taking her out. It was either my cousin or grandma or auntie that was taking her out. So if I had that luxury, when my mother-in-law was here, my daughter used to go out very well, cold or not. My mother-in-law just dress up and take her out. But I don't have that luxury of coming back from work, thinking of what the family's going to eat, then still start taking the child out to just go and play. I have to plan that. So I plan play day and all that. So it's not like Nigeria where you can just say, go downstairs and play. Somebody's there to watch you. And that's the struggle for that stage. But that's not why I'm here anyway. But it was so nice to see her liberated. She was everywhere. And then she came back and everybody was like, your daughter is talking even more. In school, they could notice that she spoke more. Yeah, because she interacted with more people, which was really good. So I think it's good to take your kids home once in a while. It's expensive, but it's good. Now, that being said, let me knock on my address of this that happened to me in Nigeria. Let me address it, please. Please tell me why Nigerian men are exactly the way I left them in 2022. Now, on my way to a war, I paid my flight, and then this man saw me. Nigerians are just judging people physically. I don't know, because I was wearing a jumpsuit and my nose ring, and he just thought he could, say anything. And he was like, I don't know since when you could tell the person booking the flight seat to tell them to book a seat next to somebody you want to sit down. Like, just, you don't even know if the person is a kidnapper or something, or a robber or wants to kill the person. You just agreed, you put the guy next to me. And the guy was like, oh, do I mind? I'm like, what does this one say? I really didn't have any business with him anyway, because I just done like 6 hours flight from London to Abuja. So God knows that, holding a baby, so God knows that I won't be having conversation on this flight. That it's just because my sister-in-law had already collected my daughter from me and I was going to Abuja alone. And I'm like, this 1 hour flight, I'm going to sleep. And this guy is talking about sitting next to me to have what conversation? It's a Jonesa. So the man was like, oh, you don't mind, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, if you're going to really prove that you are who you are and you want to show yourself, if they just told me, oh, let me cancel you, how much was your flight? Let me pay your money back. Not tell me, can I sit down next to you? I'm like, is this guy alright? After I paid for my flights, booked my seat, done everything, you're asking me a stupid question. He sat down next to me anyway. I slept. As I sat, I slept till this flight landed. It was even the one that woke me up. I was asking me, oh, do you have a ride? I'm like, sir, I have a ride, thank you. Can you be on your way now, please? I need to get to my destination. But that's not even the whole thing. So I got to went for my friend's wedding. Now, this is a gist that I want to really give you because I want to know what's on people's mind. I met this person the day we were leaving Owo back for our destination, but the wedding was over, and I was randomly trying to make coffee, so I had an interaction with the guy that was making the coffee before me, and just normal chit chat. Hey, coffee, this one, that one, water, blah blah. And the guy was like, oh, this and that, and it's like, let's exchange numbers. I'm like, no, he said snap, which was weird for me because I didn't know Nigerians really exchange snap. Like, I know they exchange numbers, then later they can ask you, are you on snap? Let's exchange that. It is not like a first conversation. It was weird, but I'm like, well, it does not have my number, it's snap. I gave him the snap, and I was like, oh, before I forget, I'm married, I have a daughter, so in case you have anything in your head, this is just for networking, because all of us are having a nice conversation, so just not to be rude. And we were like, yeah, it's good. So I'm like, oh, that's good. And then I went back to Abuja, and the guy was like, oh, he's based in Abuja. Then he chatted me up on Snap, and I was like, oh, would you like to chill? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm free. Yeah, when I'm ready to chill, we can always chill, we can network, get to know people. No, and I was like, yeah, that we could be friends. So one thing I noticed first of all was that is Snap. I know Snap deletes after 24 hours, but his was deleting immediately. Like, immediately leaves something and I reply, it deletes. So I'm like, that's weird. Like, why are you so cautious of what you type? Like, who is dating this guy? Why is he so secretive with his messages? Like, this guy must have something in his scoreboard. So when he said, oh yeah, we can hang out as friends, that took me back. I'm like, hold up. So why are you saying exactly? And he was like, oh no, could you just chill? I'm like, yeah, I mean like chill and network, because I'm married, like I said, and I have a daughter, and I don't fling that way. Like, I'm just in Nigeria to chill. Like, I don't have a problem meeting people and saying, hello, where are you? I'm here, yeah, let's sit down now. Then we'll have a general conversation and we gist. I don't have a problem with that, but where's this going? I was like, oh, we are both adults, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Ninja. Like, I totally forgot what people are like. I'm like, what is wrong with Abuja, man? Like, Abuja, Yoruba men, Yoruba demons, and the guy is Yoruba too. So it's like, it was just all shade of, what is wrong? Like, what's wrong with you people who have not changed? It's been 2 years, you're still exactly the way we left you. And the guy was like, oh, well, then he said something. I said, what stays in Vegas remains in Vegas. I swear I went to insult him, but I thought, no, I should insult that woman who is married, who has slept with him first. I don't know why you slept with him. That's your personal problem, but you should have made it clear that married women don't do this usually, that it was just your own personal reason to do. Because why would he think he has the audacity to tell me what stays in Vegas remains in Vegas? I'm like, are you mad? Because kilo for nonsense, kilo for shit. What is bringing this conversation? Because I exchange snap with you. Shane, what exchange snap with Leonie? Like, every day we exchange snap with people. It's not that dramatic. I exchange snap with steadily, and nobody comes on my snap to yarn nonsense. Why do I have to tolerate that? I told him, I said, well, I know most women, I won't blame you, because most women, for you to tell me this, you must have had a conversation with most women, you must have slept with married women. So you're just playing usual game, Maybe I'm playing hard to get, but sorry, this is not the case. So please, run along. So I just deleted him and blocked him. But I'm like, Nigeria, This is to amaze me. Let's leave that aside. Let's go to driving. Nigerians cannot drive. So I say people cannot drive. People only move from point A to point B, and it's until I got to the UK that I started to understand that this is why we always fail driving tests when we come abroad. It's because we cannot drive. It's so difficult for us to pass driving tests. It's mad. People cannot stay. You can't stay on the lane. You can't wait for traffic light. You're not patient. You want to eat the bike guy. The keke guy wants to eat the trailer. Keke guy is playing with the trailer person. It's just all. I almost ate one keke guy last time I was in Umuahia because it was taking me, and I'm like, what is this? What are you driving? Don't ruin my life. I have a child at home. I'm responsible. But please, if you're gonna kill yourself, drop me, then kill yourself. But don't do that with my own life. It was exhausting. I mean, having to watch people drive like nuisance on the road. It was just exhausting. I'm like, why? People cannot drive. They need to collect everybody's driving license and then do it all over again, because that's how I used to drive. So I didn't know how to drive until I got here. Now I know how to drive, and that's why I could survive driving back again. Then I realized that I got confused a lot. The right lane and the left lane, it took a while adjusting when I was driving, because I drove very well in Nigeria. My brother left the car for me, so I was driving all through. But it was nice. Now, I won't tell you how much fun I had. No, I will tell you how much fun I had. If you have not been to Nigeria in a while, please go. It was fun. Oh my goodness. It was fun. The clubbing, the hanging out, the seeing friends. It was something. Now, I will not overemphasize on community. See, community is something that people lack abroad, but people find it. Like, there's church community, there's every community. I have community of friends, some family here, but it's just good to go back home and see your girls. I met my friend Osta. and Osta did not sleep until 4 a.m. We were chatting. I got to her house like in the afternoon, in the evening, 6-7 ish, and we didn't sleep until 4 a.m. because we were just catching up. It just felt so good to have that sisterhood, that bond. We meet up with your friends and then you chat up and then you hug. Nigeria is a place that take out your depression, because people are really very open with that. Everybody's depressed. Everybody has a way of just taking it out and not focusing on it. And apart from that, it was good to see friends, to see family. I don't know about you, but I have good friendships, so it was nice being able to hold my friends, being able to hug them, being able to really, when you see something on the phone and then you laugh, first time you're laughing and you look at each other in the eye and it's funny and you can relate and you're like, oh, bless God, I have this moment again. This is what someone was talking about friendship recently. I was talking about what makes friendship tangible or last long is because of proximity, energy, and I think something else. Proximity, energy, and one other thing. But when you now start becoming adults, all those things start separating because they're no longer available. As kids, they're always there. People have the same goals. You live in the same areas. You go to the same school. You move in the same. But as adults, you now start separating. You're now having conversation on the phone, then you now start doing things differently. Everybody's choosing stages are now like different. One marries first, one have kids first, things like that. But it was good. It was good to now have that proximity, that energy, that everything in a short while. But it was nice. And if you don't have people that you can rely on when you go home, I don't think you'll still enjoy Nigeria as much. I think it's the fact that I could go home and I have people at home. I have not just family, but I have friends. I've always been a supporter of friends, good friends, not just friends, good friends. It's better to be alone than to have bad friends. Good friends. Seeing them was everything. I went for my friend's wedding and I saw friends, and I realized that I saw 4 of our friends that were there. Like, these girls, I've known them for like 20 years. It was just good seeing everybody, and we still talk, and we're talking for the past 20 years. We know each other's ups and downs, and moments of struggle, and moments of chilling, and moments of. But how do you know people so much that this is when they achieved this. This is when they were so stupid. This is when they broke. This is when they were broke. This is when they lacked this. This is when they were down. This is when they were spiritually depressed. Oh, this is when they got up. This is when they got high. This is when. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I don't know how you see life, but I think I want to have all the money that I can have to have a comfortable life. But I don't want to have it without having these people around to share with. Moments like this is what gives us memories that we hold on to, that you can never, I remember hugging my friend in the club. We're in the club and I gave her a hug, and that hug said a lot, and we didn't have to say words. We didn't have to say it in words, It was just refreshing. I really did wish I went home with my husband, because trust me, traveling alone with the child, if you're traveling alone with the child, I don't recommend it. If your husband says you should go alone, tell my husband, next time he tells me to go home alone, allows me to go home alone, even if it was my idea to go home. I want to be in first class so that the baby can sit in first class or business class or something. But I'm not doing it in economy again. It was big, it was comfortable. If it was me alone, I think even me alone, I'll not do economy again. It's with kids, it's stressful. Well, it's stressful, die. Then with toddler, the toddler, oh God, it's not funny. Doing it alone is a struggle. You're thinking of carrying your bag alone, dropping the stroller at the counter, doing this one, checking in, looking for luggages. When I came back, my daughter was trying to get down. I was trying to get our luggages, and our one concern was just to run up and down in the airport. The only good thing about this flight that I really thank God for my daughter was that she was peaceful all through. My daughter is on that motion, she sleeps, so from the drive to the airport, she sleeps. She will sleep. She slept all through at the airport, woke up when we were boarding, then slept all through till we got to Nigeria. Then woke up when they picked us up. Same thing coming back. She slept all through to the airport. Didn't wake up till we're boarding, not even, but at the plane, in front of the plane when I take out that stroller. That's when she woke up. She ate and she slept again and woke up 45 minutes to landing. Ate, then we landed. My daughter didn't stress me, but you see the other aspect where you have to go from here to here, connect box, push stroller. So now imagine someone that now has a child that will still cry inside the plane. I can't even. Please, as moms, I'm advising, if you're going to travel, no matter what it is, don't travel alone. It's not advisable, no matter how short, no matter how long. If it's not essential or important, don't do it alone. It's a struggle. It's stressful, mentally, physically, emotionally. It's stressful, and depending on the kind of crowd. When I was coming back, the man that sat next to me was really good. When I was going, the man that sat next to me was shit. Was a complete shit of a man. I didn't even want to get into it, but it was a shitty man. And it's just sad that people can just be so wicked and ignorant. But your child is your responsibility, so it's your baggage. You deal with it. There's nothing you can do about it. Nobody sent you to go and have a child, so nobody's responsible for whatever goes around with you and a child. It's just when the system, especially in the UK, you can't be pregnant or be with a baby. People are at your beck and call. Oh, do you need this help? Do you need that help? No. But Nigerians will just be looking at you, do your struggle, and be like, if they want to help you, okay. If they don't want to help you, you just look at you and probably be sizing you and be judging you instead of thinking about to make your life more convenient with all your struggle. But it is what it is. It's your struggle, and that is why God gave women the strength to double tax, multitask, to everything. But that being said, I would advise to always travel with your partner. At least when one person is picking up the box, doing the other things, the other person is holding the child. Or if you are in your case, if you have more than one child, the children. But all in all, if I can afford to, I plan to travel home every year because it's refreshing, it's nice. Not the weather. The weather is hot. It's hot. Nigeria is hot for me now. It's too hot. I don't understand why I'm being 30 degrees. It's too hot. But if you have AC, I used to think most people that's coming to Nigeria when I was still in Nigeria, that just would come back and it'd be forming. It was too hot. It's not forming. It's hot. It's not forming. You just leave and then you come back and you are coming from it. If when you leave chaos, then you go to a place and your brain has now reset. Everything is now working properly. Everybody's not doing it. Your body has now adjusted to people being normal. Things acting normal. The temperature being nice. UK temperature is not nice, but it's better than Nigeria. I guess I'll choose cold over it. But you now come back and then it's all chaotic. It takes a while again, and you're not there for long, so you won't even have the patience to readjust. Do you understand? That's what it is. It's not like people are proud or arrogant. But anyways, it was nice. I've wanted to share this video since, and I've been doing different ones, but I've not just settled in to post the ones I think. I don't know why I didn't feel comfortable posting them, but I just felt okay, I should do another one again this morning. It's Sunday morning and I'm in front of the church. I was like, I need to get home and do the camera and set it, but I think I'm gonna use this one because this one's I just told myself before entering the church, because I still have time, do a quick video and just that's what it looks like. And I think I'm loving it because I touched everything I wanted to talk about, and I really hope we're able to go home every year, because home is beautiful. I know that economy is something that I don't want to talk about the economy, because the economy is not great, but and things are a lot expensive. Yeah, my struggle was Uber. I don't even mind things being expensive. See, Uber guys, those guys will pick you up and then they would not turn on AC. I don't understand it. You pay for comfort, but the comfort car will not come. It's regular cars that come. Still no AC on. Still bad attitude. Mannerism zero. It was just chaos with those guys. Then the bike ones. Then you tell somebody, oh, you're not that, let's go offline. If you didn't see, if you're not on Uber, will I see you to pick me? I want to do offline, be tripling price for me. That's madness. I'll book Uber, finish. Uber will tell me 10k. Then you will not come and tell me, oh, let's go offline. Madam, it's too far. Let's do 15k. If Uber did not put you, if you're not on Uber, will I see you to book? It's because you're on Uber. That's why I saw you. If not, it's a different thing if I randomly call the random guy and tell the guy, please, well, how much would it cost you to take me to so destination? And you say 15k. I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's your price. But I'm not paying you 15k ish. I did to someone. It was supposed to. It was by guy. I was supposed to take something for me to the airport, towards the airport site for like, I think Uber put 4k, and the guy came and said no, that I can't do it 4k. He asked that it's too far, that I should please do 7k. I told him no, I'm not doing 7k. Then I called a random bike guy, and that one said 6k, and I gave that one the 6k because he's a random bike guy. That's so like he didn't go. I had to find him, then give him his price. But you will not make money off another person and then try to manipulate the situation to suit your own greed. Because at the end of the day, you still make profits. You still make money for fuel. If you go to that destination 20 times, you still make money. Half of it to buy your fuel. You make your profit and you have change. So I don't understand why you're making as if it's just one ride you are doing all this. It's not, because you still use that same Uber or Bolt to make multiple rides. It's a different thing when I get one person who probably will not get people throughout the day, and that person charges me a whole hell of money because they know that will cover their daily bill. And I'm like, fine, that's good. I'd rather give the money to that one. So Uber Nigeria, so I think they need to work on that. Well, I'm doing my hand too much like this. I need to go, guys. So don't forget to share, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment. If you've been to Nigeria lately, what was your experience? Are you going again? Would you love to go again? Did you go with kids? Did you go alone? How was it? Money wise, you all know it's always expensive, so that's not anything getting into. But did you enjoy it? Will you go again? But for me, I would love to go again, this time with my husband, and I would love to go every year if I can afford to. Hopefully, by the grace of God, I can. God bless all of us. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.